Hello everyone, I am Voidwatcher from Nordosol Radio, and this here is a brief and simple guide covering the very basics of the Summoner's Rift map in League of Legends. The objective in this map is to defend your own Nexus, which you can see right here, and in order to win the game you must destroy the enemy Nexus, which can be found on the opposite side. The map is designed to be pretty much symmetrical on both halves, and thus prevent one team having too much of an advantage. The Nexus is defended by a row of turrets. These will attack enemy champions and minions that get within range and vice versa. Should you attack an enemy champion while in range of that turret, it will attack you instead of any minions. Behind the 3 turrets in your base, you may have noticed 3 other buildings. These are called inhibitors. We will discuss these shortly. You might already have noticed that there are 3 roads on this map. These are called lanes with the game terminology. In order to push the lanes, you need to take down the turrets on the enemy's side, but please bear in mind that you need to take them down in the correct order. You need to take down the other turrets first, before you can get to the ones behind them, as you will be unable to attack them otherwise. If you look at the minimap, you can see that it's pretty much symmetrical. There is 1 enemy turret up top lane, there's 1 enemy turret in the middle, and 1 in the bottom lane. There's also 3 corresponding turrets in each lane behind them. Like I said earlier, you need to destroy the ones in front of them first before you can even access the ones behind. And these are called the inhibitor turrets. These protect the inhibitors, and you need to destroy them before you can attack said inhibitors. Let us take a look again at the different lanes. This is the top lane, this is the middle lane, and this is the bottom lane. What we call in the early game of Summoner's Rift is just laning. And what that entails basically means you try to get last hits on minions. Now, what does last hits mean? Well, as you can see there, I killed the minion with my own attacks. That means I got gold and experience for my efforts. If I am within range and do not get the last hit, as you can see there, I only get rewarded with the experience. So it is a very key feature of any League of Legends game, not just Summoner's Rift, to try to get last hits. This is also referred to as creep score, or CS. As you can see here, I am trying to get behind my enemy minions, so I can avoid getting hit by the turret and let my minions take the brunt of the blow. If you look at the minimap, you can see the skull and crossbones being all over the place. These are called neutral creeps and will not attack you unless attacked first. Some of them even give you beneficial buffs, such as this one, which is called the lizard buff or the red buff. When you kill this neutral creep, you will gain a buff that grants you slowing attack on enemies, and also gives them damage over time if you hit them. There is also another buff called the golem buff, or the blue buff. This one reduces your cooldowns and increases mana regeneration. There is also a neutral creep called Dragon or Ebonmore. This is an epic monster and it hurts a lot more than your regular neutral creeps. Killing this one, however, grants global gold to your team and not just to yourself. The blue or the golem buff and the red or the lizard buff are also on the other half of the map. There is also an epic monster called Baron Nashor. He spawns at this point around the 15-minute mark. This is an epic monster and it usually requires the entire team to take him down. Killing him, however, grants your entire team a buff which is called Exalted with Baron Nashor. This one increases attack damage as well as ability power and bonus to health and mana regeneration. You also get experience and gold when killing him. As you can see, I just destroyed the inhibitor, and if you watch closely, we will get something called super minions for that corresponding lane. If you destroy an inhibitor for, let's say, the middle lane like I did just now, you will get something called a super minion in each minion wave. These minions have increased health, and they also do more damage. Just wait for it. He's coming at the end of this row. And there he is. You can note the difference in him. He has quite a lot of health. He has a turret shield, which decreases turret damage by 50%. There's also the regular minions, the one in the wagon there. He also has the reduced turret damage, but not nearly as much health as a super minion.
Swiftly.
And as you can see here once again, I cannot attack the Nexus unless I first destroy the turrets guarding it. This has been a very brief but basic tutorial on the Summoner's Rift map in League of Legends. If you're interested in playing, please follow the links in the description.
Victory.
If you have any questions, please leave a comment and subscribe to us to stay informed of any updates we might have in the future. This is Voidwatcher saying thank you and goodbye!